This episode is sponsored by Pet Matrix Premium Canine Supplements. Straight Up Dog Talk is super excited to be partnered with Pet Matrix. After exhausting several other pet supplemental brands, I am now seeing the results that I have always been searching for Toby and Fitz. Pet Matrix supports all three pillars of canine wellness using their cell matrix delivery. It delivers nutrition directly into the cell. If you're looking for a supplement that pairs with nature and science, look no further and get your dog on Pet Matrix today. Welcome to Straight Up Dog Talk, a new kind of podcast where no topic is off limits. We're bringing in experts and owners to have the conversations we should be having as a dog community. Each week, a new guest will share firsthand experiences, educational resources, or professional guidance to help you learn and grow along with your dog. You won't get one perspective here, you'll get them all, because every dog is different and every owner is too.
You can follow along on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Straight Up Dog Talk, or by visiting www.straightupdogtalk.com. Tune in from any of your favorite podcast platforms.
Welcome to Straight Up Dog Talk. I'm Em, and we're back with another episode. I'm flying solo tonight. Josh is not here, so it's just me and our guests, Melissa and Marina, from Tag for My Pet. How are you ladies doing tonight?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. I'm really excited to have you here. You guys have a really cool product that we're going to share with the audience tonight. So before we get into that, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your pets and your kind of just home life?
So first, thank you for having us. And I am the owner of Tech for My Pet. With me is my daughter, who helps me manage my business. Tech for My Pet is pet business that sells customizable pet tags, colors, and pet portraits, all for dogs and cats. We have 2 cats and 1 dog at home. Yeah, we have a cat named Marcos. He's 9 years old, and he came with us all the way from Brazil, which is where we're originally from, when he was just 3 years old. We also have a second cat called Mia, and she's 3 years old, and we got her here in Canada. And lastly, we have our dog Bella, which is our most recent family member, which we just adopted just a rescue just a little while ago. And she's just great, and we love our cats and dogs now.
Yeah, we love animals. It's always nice to have animals in the home. How did the cats adjust to having a new dog around?
Well, Bella was actually in a foster which had a cat already, so she's kind of used to cats. But our cats are not that used to dogs, so they just found that a little bit weird at the start, and like we're in high places, so she couldn't get them. And she's like so kind of respectful to them. She won't even get close to them because she knows that they're not ready for her yet. If like one of our cats, like if she gets a little bit too close, she just hiss and like move away, and then like the Bella would just lay on the floor and like whimper, like oh, like she really wants to play with them, but since they're not ready, she just waits for them. But they're doing great right now.
Yeah, that sounds like they're doing great. Cats are really very picky when it comes to bringing new pets into the home. It doesn't usually matter if it's a dog or a cat. They're like, wait a second, this is my territory. What are you doing here? At least you haven't had any of the cats attack Bella or chase me or anything.
No,
that's good. You're off to a good start.
Yeah.
And also, thank you for rescuing. That's a huge thing, especially right now. All over the world, we're having this shelter overpopulation crisis. So I really admire you guys for adopting and rescuing a pet in need, because it's really something important, and it's really something that, more people should be looking at as an option to bring a pet into their home.
Thank you.
So where do you guys live?
We live in Winnipeg, Canada. Manitoba. Yeah.
And that is where you run your business from?
Yeah. We started Tech for My Pet during the pandemic in 2020 when I lost my job. The reason behind Tech for My Pet creation was because years ago, I lost my loved cat, Brigitte. She was adventurous, and one day she left and never came back. And Brigitte didn't have pet. This is very hard for me, but I love animals, and now my mission is to keep my pets and your pets safe. Um,
I think that that's an incredible mission. Definitely, there are pets out there who are not microchipped, who are not wearing GPS collars, and some who don't even have a collar with a name tag on it. And it's really scary. And, that's not always the owner's fault. Sometimes they fall off. Sometimes, they get out of the house without it on. But I think any measure that you can take to protect your pet in that way is really important. So the work that you guys are doing is really incredible. And you also have some really cute products. So
Thank you.
let's talk a little bit more about how your business started, because when you told me the story, I thought it was really cute. And I think that sharing that with the listeners really shows that this is a family-owned small business.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so the idea behind Tech for Pet was very interesting because one day my dad just sent my mom a photo of like a pet tag for a cat, like a handstand one. And my mom was like, "Oh my God, you have to buy it right now for a cat." And my dad was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm asking like you to make it." So he came back from work with like all the materials for my mom to make it. And she was like, "Oh, okay then, I guess. Challenge accepted." And then she made it for a cat, Marcos. And then she started making for a couple of family friends. And it ended up like a couple of days after just opening an Etsy store and then a little bit later our Shopify store. And now we've sold over 33,000 pet IDs so far.
That's incredible. The turnaround on that to me is just insane. How many tags did you give away to friends and family before you decided? I mean, obviously it was just a couple of days, but you clearly had some major encouragement here.
Yeah, I made 7 ID pet tags for my friends before. Yeah, and I started the business. Yeah, always done.
How many employees do you guys have?
So now, my family, my kids, Marina and Lucas, and I have an employee, Roseanne, and internal marketing, intern marketing, Isabel. So
Okay.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 is in total.
That's pretty good. 33,000 tags is a lot. So, clearly you need a crew to help you with some of the other stuff so that you can focus on actually making the tags. Do you have any experience in owning your own business, or was this a first for you?
So I have experience with marketing because in Brazil, I worked with marketing for 15 years. And so in Brazil, years ago, I had a business, but it's not about tags and pets, or the fashion design. And yeah, was different, but I learned a lot about the business, accounting, marketing. Yeah, it was a store that sold baby clothes. Clothes, yeah.
Well, not like you said, the same thing, but still, so you do have some business experience. So you kind of knew what you were getting into a little bit when you started your shop here, but maybe not, all of the things. So you do most of your business through an Etsy shop, and you said also Shopify as well?
Yeah, so we are mostly focusing on our Shopify shop right now to grow that even more. But yeah, it started on Etsy at first, but now we're trying to move on to Shopify.
Okay. We will make sure to have both of those links in the episode details so that everyone has access to your shop information and they can take a look at all of your products that you guys have available. On that note, let's talk a little bit about your products because you guys have several options available. So let's talk a little bit about what you offer and the kind of designs you offer and, the shapes of the tags, all that kind of stuff.
So we have the hand stamped spread tag and in circles, gold and silver, and diamond and hexagon shapes. Yeah, and design is different designs. I love to say that about the hand stamped. We love to make designs about the pets' personalities, different personalities. And for example, the adventures, I love to use the mountains, the trees. You can talk about, for example, Mia. Yeah, our cat Mia, she's like always staring at the ceiling and stuff, and I just like love putting space theme tags on her. Our cat Marco is like more on the shy side, but also loves going outside, so we're like putting adventure like theme tags on him, and it's just like thinking about different ways that like cats and dogs can act and like how they actually have their own personalities and trying to like make tags, like the designs, depending on what personality they could have, so that everyone can find something that they find that matches their pet's personality. Yeah. For example, Bella, we love to use the flowers. Yeah. And hearts. Yeah. And we have the laser engraver. It's the same function and and the different materials, but the good materials too. And the difference is that the hand stamped are like stamped with like actual metal stamps and a hammer. And my mom makes all of that, like letter by letter, number by number, and symbol by symbol. While the laser engraved is an actual fiber laser machine that will either, depending on the material and design you choose, it will hatch it, which is like a really durable way to put it on the metal so that it doesn't rub off or skim off. And we can also do like deeply engraved, meaning it's so deep in the metal that it also won't come off. And for that we have circles. Yeah, circles, cat face. Yeah, cat face, strip tags, bone shape, blotches. And the colors it's silver, gold, rose gold, and black. Yeah. And we have another a third type, which is the slide art. So it's like a tag that slides onto your dog's or cat's collar. And because we also have to think about like some dogs like don't like the jingle sound and stuff like that. And those round tags or any hanging off tag will make the jingle sound. So these are tags that are silent. They just slide onto your dog's or cat's collar. And they have all the same information that you can put on the other tags, plus any designs that you'd like, we can customize, but they won't make the sound, and they're like more hassle-free for those types of pets. Yeah, and about the colors, we have the dog colors, two different materials, PVC and nylon. Yeah, and the cat tags is with the breakaway. The cat colors, yeah, they have the breakaway type, which means like if your pet, like normally cats, if they go outside and they get stuck on something, they're not like dogs that will just stop after pulling. Cats will like actually just keep on pulling and like suffocate themselves. So this breakaway technology just means that if they start pulling too hard, the collar would just open up, meaning the cat won't be suffocated. Yeah. And the last one is the pet portraits. Yeah. Yeah, pet portraits, which are like if you send us a photo of your dog or with you and your dog or cat, we and after sending the photo of your pets or yourself and your pets, we will like vectorize, like by hand vectorize, and then you can change the background color, the font if you'd like to put your pet's name on top of the portrait and different things like that, just so you have a really cool way to remember and have it around your house, your pet.
That's really cool. I think that my favorite thing about the dog community small businesses is that there are so many businesses that have these unique, personalized, custom products. And like you said, finding tags and themes for tags, or making a portrait of a loved pet and really being able to show the personality for the owner is so important, and it's so touching, and owners love that because I have a little dog who's got a big personality, and customizing a tag for him would be a lot of fun. And then Fitz is my big dog who thinks he's a small dog, and it's totally different. So I'm excited to work with you guys and customize some tags for them, because I think we could come up with some really fun things.
Yeah.
You both seem like you're very creative people. Do you have any hobbies that include art at all, or was this just kind of a thing that happened?
So I love marketing, and I worked with marketing for 15 years. I love creation. I love decoration. Yeah. I think I'm a person. A creative person. Yeah. I don't do much of like drawing and stuff, but what I do like is making things out of wood, like building benches and like building beds and all of the stuff with wood. So like I guess I could call myself creative in a way. I do some of the designs, the laser engraved designs, but like I do like being able to like draw like wood projects, let's say.
That's really cool. Working with wood is not an easy thing to do. So yes, you are definitely a creative mind. That takes a lot of patience and a lot of skill to work with wood. So that's really cool. As far as your hand stamps go, how many different stamps do you think you have, not including the letters and numbers?
Oh, okay. And just the symbols, I have more than 300.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And letters and numbers. Yeah. Many different fonts and sizes too for those.
Now, when you do the hand stamped designs on the front, do you laser print on the back, like the pet information, or do you hand stamp all of that?
I hand stamp all of them. But for example, in the back side, if you need more information, like an address, since that would be longer, or like some message, then that would be laser engraved. Yeah, and there's an option, so you can say like I want, or if you really want both, like any phone numbers or anything that not to be hand stamped, then you can also ask for that to be laser engraved. But yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So you can have a combination of both, so that you can make sure you get all of the information you want.
Yep.
Some people like to just use the tags for decorative purposes, for pictures on Instagram or videos, and they change the tags a lot. I know there are several accounts out there, I swear, that they have a different tag for every day of the month and every different holiday. And, they don't actually use the tags for anything other than decorations. So it's good to know that you can have a really cute tag, but also still have the information on it as well. I also really like your slide options because, like you said, some animals don't like when they hang down, when they jingle, but also because, they can get caught, especially if the dog gets loose and it's running through brush. That's just an easy way for the tag to come off. But if it slides around the collar, then it's secure on the collar. And as long as they don't lose the collar, they have a much better chance of getting home to their owner safely, like you said. What do you think that your favorite designs are? What are your favorite stamps?
So about the hand stamp, I love the mountains and trees, the barn. And about the laser engraving, I love the flowers design. Yeah. So Maximus for hand stamp. Yeah. And like the flowers at the bottom.
Yeah. And daisies for the laser engraving.
Daisy.
Yeah. Now, for the laser engraving, are these designs that are like pre-designed, or are they designs that you design to put into the laser?
No, we design.
Okay, so you design everything. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And everything is completely customizable.
Yeah. So we just like, we go like find the bright vector, sometimes actually draw most of them out and then just combine everything how we want it. And then if people just want something like actually like what they're thinking, like a custom, they just have to let us know what they're thinking of, give us an idea, a theme, or a picture of what they want, and then we'll help them out to create their tag.
Okay. And then with the pet portraits, do you only do portraits or do you do other items too, like stickers or t-shirts or anything like that?
Right now, yeah, we just do portraits. We do have different sizes and also an option to do digital, just a digital file. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really cool. So people can use it on their phones or their computers or things like that for their screensavers and stuff. That's a really neat option. That's a really neat option. How much do you think that you have invested monetarily in your laser, your stamps, your hammers, all of your equipment?
I would say we spent around 10,000 Canadian dollars.
Okay, I'm not really sure how that translates to American dollars, but we'll let the listeners do the math on that. So the reason that I asked you that is because I think that a lot of people don't realize that when you open a small business, it can start out very small, but it can cost a lot of money out of the beginning. When you started small, obviously, because your husband just brought home the equipment and said, here you go, right? So tell me a little bit about how you started and where you're at now.
Yeah, when we started, probably my husband spent around $600 on the material. So we had like maybe 2 different types of fonts, and it was only hand stamped. Yeah. We didn't have fiber laser yet, so it was just hand stamped. Just a couple of like actual stamps for designs. We had different materials back then, different like just maybe only silver types, silver saddle ones. Yeah. And now, I mean, and you start in your room too, right? Yeah. Just in the desk in your room, and now we've like been able to make a room in our house, which is just my mom's office, and she has, as you said, like over 300 designable like the stamps. We have fiber laser with another one coming up that we are gonna start using soon. I mean, just the almost 10,000 is just on like the stamps and fiber laser stuff, but there's a lot where they go into packaging, the rings, the actual buying the material.
Yeah, the inventory, it's
a lot more expensive. Yeah, just the stamps, always engraver, and those kind of things. Then worth it almost 10,000. Yeah, but yeah, it's true. We've grown a lot, right?
Yeah. And that's the best way to do it, just a little bit at a time. You know, that's how it's been with this podcast, is I kind of just jumped into it. And I think that if I had known everything that I know now at the very beginning, I might not have, gone ahead and continued on to recording episodes of the podcast, because there is a lot of back work. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of things that you have to learn in order to run a business. Like you said, you have to have back stock. You have to have the materials to make the tags. You have to be able to change up the fonts and the designs and buy another laser printer. The technology is different for me, but microphones, headsets, printers, laptops, software for editing. It's all kinds of things that you just, you don't think about, but you kind of learn along the way. So what do you think so far has been the most valuable lesson that you have learned running your small business? Something you would advise other people?
I think it's the more values I learned was, I think, can I say my passion? Because my passion is animals. And for me, if you can combine your passion with your job, it's perfect. Because I think I can say I'm not young. And now for me, it's so important to work doing something you love. Yeah, exactly. And I think just for me, it's like learning all of like the backhand of how things work, like all the finance, so like how to actually manage a business and all of the work that goes into it. And really all of that was very valuable for me. And like I can really use that towards expanding my career when I grow up. When I gotta when I leave university and start in the workforce and stuff.
Which is incredible. And what are you majoring in at the university?
Yeah, I'm on my second year of computer engineering at the University of Manitoba.
Oh, that's incredible. I wish you the best of luck on that. But don't forget to keep helping your mom with the business.
Oh, yeah.
She needs you, it sounds like. Now, you said your whole family is involved in this. So do you guys each have roles? Is there like any, mother-daughter conflict or, brother-sister conflict? Or does dad play a role that he gets in trouble for?
Yeah, no, we really try to not have conflicts literally by having everyone having their own roles, like we're responsible for their own things. So my mom's like hand stamped, and then some
It's more about the production.
Yeah, my mom's in the production side. Sometimes I'll help with printing addresses, but I'm mostly on the back end, like on the Shopify store. And my dad too. He's like doing the finance and all of that stuff. My mom sometimes, of course, come and she has to also know what's happening, so she can come around and because he will do some of the production with my mom or help out in markets and like that. So it's just everyone has their roles, and that's how we do it.
That's good. I think it's really good, especially, as a family, that's not always easy. So I think that it's good that you have found your rhythm and you work really well as a team.
Yeah, that's true.
How many tags do you think you make a week on average?
A week? Approximately 200 tags.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. How long does it take you to make a hand-stamped tag, say with a design on the front and a phone number on the back?
Oh, just the design, probably 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, that was much faster than I thought.
But then there's also after the polishing.
Yeah, the polishing, the package.
So that because we like to, my mom mostly, do all the designs first, then polish them all, and then package them all. But just making it would probably take about 8 minutes. Yeah. And I would say the whole process maybe 15.
Yeah.
If it was 15, to do just right?
15.
Okay. What do you think the hardest part about running your own business is?
I would say the back end and manage the finance, the stocking. Yeah.
And what do you think about presenting your business? How do you build your brand? How do you market your business? What are the tools you use for that? Because obviously you have experience.
Yeah, I had experience in Brazil. It's a little different in Canada, but it's not easier. It's very hard to build a brand. But now we work in social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Google Ads.
And just try to expose the brand as much as possible.
Well, it seems like you guys are doing really well with 33,000 tags.
Thank you.
That's incredible. And your tags are really cute. Now, do you guys offer international shipping, or do you only ship to certain countries?
No, now we sell in Canada,
the US,
and Europe.
Okay. That's good to know, because we do have listeners all over the world. So I want to make sure that everybody knows that you have to live in Europe, the US, and Canada in order to order from Tag for My Pet currently. And maybe that will change in the future. So we'll watch out for that. Now, I know that you guys are also really big into rescue, obviously, because you've rescued all 3 of your pets. And giving back in this community is something that's really important. And that is something that Tag for My Pet does. Would you explain how your program works?
Yeah, so right now we have a program called Pawsitive Referrals, which any shelter right now we're only doing Canada because it works. They have to be registered with the CRA here in Canada. But what happens is if they're part of this program, the shelter, and if someone is to adopt or rescue any pets, they'll have like a pamphlet to give to the new owner that has a discount code. And in this code, it means that the person who's allowed to like buy a tag or anything from our website will get 15% off. But as soon as they buy it, the shelter also gets 10% 10% commission from that purchase. So as soon as they hit a certain number of days, we go and like give them that money that they've made from the commission, that from literally just giving the new pet owner this pamphlet, and they, as soon as they buy it, they get this 10%, that 15% off, and the 10% commission goes back to the shelter.
That's really incredible. Now, you had also mentioned that you also like to invest in your community and your local shelters. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do there?
Yeah, we donate for 3 in Winnipeg and more in another province. Yeah, and here is the Trails of Freedom and $200.
The Winnipeg Humane Society.
Yeah,
And we donate mostly money, but we also sometimes will, like, in some special events, we'll come with like a bunch of collars and stuff to give to the animals in the shelters. And we also help by giving some like like gift cards for them to help them with fundraisers that they sometimes have, and not just here, but in other provinces too. And we also help Brazil.
In Brazil too, yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, back home. That's a good idea. It's so important to give back to the community, especially, you know, when you have moved so far away from your initial community where you're from. I think that's incredible that you found a way to give back to the place of your origin. That's really, really neat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys have come a really long way with your business already. Are you guys planning on doing anything new, introducing any new products anytime soon?
Yeah, so as we're recording right now, it hasn't launched yet, but we're by the time this episode comes out, it will be out, which is what we're doing right now is we made our own platform, like a website on which we're gonna have a tag that has like a QR code on the back, and on this, as soon as the person scans this QR code, they're gonna be allowed to have they're gonna be redirected to this new website that has all of your pet's information. And as the owner, it's gonna be free for you to use, and you can add your dog's photo, you can add their name, any information you'd like to put, like your phone number if you'd like, or your email, and you're gonna be able to receive like a text or a phone number because as soon as someone scans, they're going to be like, oh, this was scanned, and you can like contact them, and they're going to tell you, and you can like put your address if you'd like, and all of that stuff. So that's as soon as it launches, that's going to be really cool.
That is really cool. That is absolutely a phenomenal idea. QR codes are just the most amazing things, and to think that, you know, you can just be directly contacted because somebody scanned the QR code on your lost dog's collar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's way easier than trying to find a microchip in a dog sometime. How much are those going to cost?
The tags? Yeah, no, they're going to cost around the same price as all the other tags. So probably around $26 to $27, which is like 20 USD, because that's in CAD. But yeah, by the time this is out, they're all gonna be out, and they should cost around 20 USD.
I think that's a great, like I said, that's a great deal. Now, are you going to offer that only on the hand stamped ones, or is that going to be on the sliders? Is it going to be available on every option, or is that just a specific tag?
Yes, it's for lacing ribbon and sliders.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's great. So everybody definitely needs to go check that out, because like I said, having that is a really phenomenal tool. That's an incredible idea. Okay, I guess to wrap things up here, obviously we want everyone to get tags for their pets and, customize. I think working with you is a joy, and you are definitely very creative, and you have so many cute options out there on your website. So everybody definitely needs to check that out. But as kind of a last thought here, for a pet owner, your personal recommendation, how many tags is too many?
Oh my, I don't. I think if you have many colors, probably you man as many. Yeah, as many. I mean, it can you ever have as many too many tags? Right?
Exactly. That's kind of what I was showing with it. If you can
Yeah.
it's the audience. Yeah, I don't think you can have too many tags, right?
No, you just buying more cute designs, and you're like, oh my god, I need this one. And then I this one. Like, I'll just get another color. Oh, I need another thing. Yeah.
Well, you two are really, really an inspiration to go from this just being a quirky little idea that your husband came up with to keep you busy and to bring you some joy after your job, to selling over 33,000 tags. I mean, what an inspiration, you guys. This is so incredible. And I love that it is working out for you guys. And I love that you have all of these different options, people. And truly, I think that what you're doing here is so special, and the love and the good intentions that you have behind making sure that every pet finds their way home is just such a beautiful message put out there that, I hope that encourages people to shop small with you guys. And I hope that you sell 33,000 more tags.
Thank you so much.
Well, it was wonderful having you ladies here tonight, and I think that we're going to call this episode. So that's it for tonight on Straight Up Dog Talk. You guys, thanks for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
Have a great night, everybody.
Straight Up Dog Talk was created by Emily Breslin. It is edited, produced, and co-hosted by Josh Wasta under the supervision of Straight Up Dog Talk, LLC, and Emily Breslin. If you're enjoying this podcast, follow or subscribe to be sure you don't miss an episode, and leave us a review on your favorite platform. Looking for more honest and relatable dog content? Check out our sister show, Unpacked, with Jerry Sheriff and Madison Simpson. Thanks for listening to Straight Up Dog Talk. See you next week.